How do we know the session's over? How do we know enough's enough? We talked about before, if a client's had enough, you've got to respect them and stop the session.
Testing.
Definitely testing. But how do we know a testing has reached its reached the benchmark that we need it to let us know that, okay, this client's good?
It's not producing any more unconscious moments when you test.
Yep, definitely not any more unconscious moments. What else could we look for?
They get annoyed or pissed off with your testing questions.
Yeah, get annoyed and pissed off. Oh, just hang on, bear with me, guys. Fritz, can you tag Anya Hippert, please? Sorry guys, can you check she's in the group as well, Fritz? If she's not, just add her, please. Thank you. She should be in there. I've added her about 5 times. So yeah, there's not any unconscious.
Maybe if. Sorry, it's Adi.
Yeah, Adi.
Maybe if I ask the client, so what's the problem? After a few times that I already asked, and she said, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
who's heard that before?
This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. I guess I don't have a problem. I guess I'm just trying to create myself issues and problems, and I don't have. And that was actually that was the first session after I did the ACH.
Yep.
The last time, and that was the 8th session with her.
Yep.
Which all the rest was absolutely great, but this time I did with her the ACH, and I felt like it's the last session. I felt like, okay, we reached exactly what we want to. And then she went to a holiday. When she came back, we were talking, and she said, you know, I'm okay. I don't think I need another session. And I told her, yeah, I know. I thought the last one was the last one. So yep. Everything is okay. So yeah, that was good. And she actually said, I don't have any problem.
Yeah.
Like it was good.
And this is the same as your client saying, okay, I've had enough. When they turn around and go, well, guess I don't have a problem. That's a brilliant end to a session. Okay. And that's that unconscious emerging phenomena. That's sort of the processing starting or even finishing in some fact, where the mind is caught up to like, wow, that was me just creating all my own bullshit. Had nothing to do with anything else. Okay.
Yeah, Scott, one thing I noticed is physical changes in a client.
Yeah.
So shoulders going down,
yes.
Color either coming or gone from the face, big eyes,
yep.
Lots of smiles, all that kind of stuff. So actual real physical changes can help denote that it's over with.
Yeah. You'll notice the client returns back to normal, for lack of better words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you can definitely see the physical changes. I think we saw that with some of the demos as well. Okay. What else?
So
facial expressions.
Definitely facial expressions. Absolutely. Maria, go for it.
Yeah, I noticed I had a couple clients that were really excited about the resources that they came up with.
Yeah.
And that was like, they were just catapulted into like, whoa, you know, like so ready to like make that change.
Yep. And that's another one, motivation.
Yeah.
That's what the M for Mac should stand for, motivational ACH. Okay. Mm-hmm. Other things you can look for as well is
the energy in the room.
Yeah, energy, you can feel it. You'll feel the energy. You get some intuition as well, like something's changed. But you also start to notice your client gets really, really, really creative with the resources and the reasons why they won't do what they were doing before during the testing. It'll go from, well, I probably just won't do this, to, well, if this happens, I'll do this. And if that does this, then this will happen. Then I'm going to say this, then I'm going to punch him, then I'm going to kick her, then I'm going to eat this. And they have this just amalgamation of resources and new things they're going to do to put in place if that problem shows up. That's to let you know that that creativity, that inspiration unconsciously is in full gear. That's the processing, it's trying on the suit. So that's how you know. But in the case of, was it Tawny said before, where you couldn't do the testing, where whether it's the end of the day, the client's just had enough, they say, I'm done. Just be aware of the fact that if they're sort of exhausted mentally, that's a good thing, because that's when the processing goes on. Okay. I'm sure we've all had one of those days where we're consciously exhausted. We just can't think anymore. Has anyone had those days before? But you also feel like there's a lot of things still going on in your head sometimes. That's processing, whether you believe it or not. So it's a good thing. So that's going to happen because there's no room for consciousness. So the unconscious mind can finally speak its mind, and you can listen without going through the filter of consciousness. Does that make sense?